Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics. But before we do that, we're going to talk about all the different discounts and incentives Tesla has done in the past that I could easily see them doing this year by the end of November even, but most likely December. So we're going to get into that, but first you got to hit that like button. And of course, before we do that, we're going to roll that intro really quick and plus talk about a bunch of other topics after that first topic. But let's roll that intro. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And shout out to my latest Patreon member, Adrian. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So the first incentive, first promotion that's already out right now is free supercharging. If you didn't know, you can get free supercharging or 6 months of free supercharging if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. And of course, also get 3 months of full self-driving capability as well. But believe it or not, Tesla actually was a little bit more aggressive with this supercharging offer in years past. At some points, you could get 1 year of free supercharging or even 2 years of free supercharging. And there was a point where you could get unlimited supercharging if you bought like a Model S or Model X, not really the Model 3 or the Model Y. So there's certainly different offers that have been floated around. And so that's why I do feel like at the moment, Tesla's kind of testing the market right now, starting off low with like a 6 month free supercharging. But don't forget, they also removed the $250 discount to get to this 6 months free supercharging. But it is arguably, depending on what state you're in, you can get more than $250 in value in that 6 months of free supercharging, especially if that is going to be your single fuel source, I guess, if that's how we're going to call it. But if you're only using free supercharging for that full 6 months, like every single week or every bi-weekly even, then you can certainly get a good amount of value. The second discount that we could easily see are just straight up discounts or incentives. Last year in 2022, there was massive incentives by the end of the year. To give you a timeline here, here's an article, shout out to CBS News, how they actually started. Quote, the company started with a $3,750 discount on the 2023 Model 3 and Model Y, and then earlier in the month in December, and then by later in the month on Wednesday of this month, so like in that third or fourth week of December, they doubled that discount all the way up to $7,500 if you took delivery by December 31st. But of course, then on top of that, they did add that discount to the Model S and the Model X with like a few days left of the month. I want to say like 3 days left of the month. But the difference with last year versus this year is, of course, there is this $7,500 federal tax credit. If you didn't know, that didn't really exist last year. It wasn't available for people purchasing a Tesla Model 3, Model Y, or even the Model X. But of course, all throughout this year, there's been some sort of form of it. And of course, right now, before the end of the year, there's also been a form of it as well. So maybe Tesla brings back incentives. Of course, if you've been watching the channel, you know the best place to find inventory discounted vehicles is waitingfortesla.com. But it has since been down for a little bit, but if you just simply go to Tesla's website and go to the inventory section, that's where you'll see or be able to see inventory discounts as well. Right now, Model Y, we're seeing a handful here and there. Like there was just one on the screen with the price strike through right there, but it's since gone. But switching to Model 3, that's where you're going to see the more bigger discounts at the moment, anywhere from like $1,000 to $1,500 off. So you can see it a variety of them. This one's actually almost $2,000 off. Pretty nice, pretty aggressive actually. This is probably the cheapest Model 3 that you can get right now. Well, actually this one is at $36,260. But the one thing with these discounted vehicles, unfortunately Tesla puts more restrictions on them. You can use a referral code just like the one down below in the description, but unfortunately you cannot lease them. It seems like this one you're able to for some reason, so maybe some of them you can. I think it's that's right, demo vehicles you cannot, but brand new vehicles you actually can. So this could be a pretty nice deal depending on where you're at, depending on what state you're in, if you've got some extra state level incentives on top of it. But you can see there's a difference between a demo discounted inventory vehicle and of just straight inventory discounts that are available. So these seem to be some like good deals depending on if you're looking for the Model 3 or if you're going to wait for the next one. But switching to Model Y, it's a little bit harder to find discounted inventory, but if you are patient, I have trust that you'll be able to get an inventory discounted one maybe by the end of December, especially if you're in markets that are near the Texas factory or even the California factory, because that is where you'll be able to get a quicker vehicle delivered. The last incentive is a little bit of a hard one. It's pretty similar to an inventory discount. And what it is called is actually an option credit. We highlighted this earlier this year and last year. What this actually is if you have a pending order in the queue, if you've got a Tesla Model 3 ordered, it's not an inventory vehicle, and Tesla isn't able to deliver your vehicle by the end of the month or even by the end of December, what happens is they try and get a little bit more creative and aggressive. They try and say, hey, we've got this gray one in inventory, or we've got this red one in inventory. If you're interested in taking delivery by the end of the month or the end of the quarter or whatever it is, we'll waive the cost of the red color paint. The $2,000 fee will waive the option credit if you take delivery. Do you agree or not? We've seen this happen before on paint color options, rim color options, interior color options. Not all three at the same time, but usually like one usually at one point, for like especially the Model 3 or the Model Y. But Model X, in the past, we've seen all of them waive, but right now with the demand of the Model X, I don't really foresee that happening. Maybe the Model S because there's more inventory of that, but maybe not at the end of the day. But I've heard that, I'm going to take a look at this together with you all, but I've heard that we know that Tesla's inventory is on the website, but I wasn't sure if there was actually any sort of like, if the discounted prices were shown here as well. I heard it was shown on the same exact website as alongside, but I want to see how it actually looked like, if you would see like a slash between the MSRP, or would you see basically just the price of it. So I'll look at that. So this might be an easier hack, an easier way to see inventory around you, because this is a different way of looking at inventory from Tesla. So this might be a pro tip. Maybe we make a video all about this, like a better way that arguably could be better than waiting for Tesla, because this can show you all radiuses around you, even all of the country essentially when you look at all miles. But you can see depending on what zip code you are in, and then sorted by low, you can try and see what are the best deals out there, because you can see there's a price drop right here, 1,560, or in that, which means that it's a price drop under MSRP. But I wish there was a way to sort this like by like best discount out there or greatest price drop out there. But of course, unfortunately, there's the only way you can do it is like lowest price drop, lowest price from the actual vehicle. But this might be a better way if you're looking for an easier way to look for inventory around you, depending on what vehicles are out there. Then it might be an easier way to see vehicles around you to try and place that deposit. But don't forget, once you find that vehicle, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 full months of full self-driving. So definitely check it out, and let me know what your thoughts are on it. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment on your Tesla, that's where channel sponsors like Tenet come into play. Tenet can get you the lowest monthly payment on your Tesla because they allow you to defer a portion of the loan, maybe even this $7,500 in federal tax credit. They can do this because they are a Tesla-approved financing partner to get and work with credit unions and banks to get you the lowest monthly payment. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description, and thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month.